Okay guys, this is going to be the overall collective energy read for the month of September. Guidance and messages for the collective energy for September. Okay, so just with these out right here, we've got experiencing. These two came out together, so I'm going to count them together. This is letting go in the lovers and schizophrenia. So this is about grounding and being in nature. It's a tree on it. It almost looks like fall. I'll read the description for this one a little bit to get a more clear view. And then letting go in the lovers. Now the lovers card to me represents more of a union within the self, your masculine and feminine aspects. So there's something we need to let go of in order to have this unification. And this card talks about the split mind of man, left and right. So that really goes with this masculine, feminine energy uniting as one when we let go of what we need to let go of. And Virgo season's going to help us do that, especially with this. And this really makes me feel like Libra, so that's pretty cool. So let's read the experiencing one a little bit. An experience is something that can be filed away in a notebook or captured on film or pasted in an album. Experiencing is the feeling of wonder itself, the thrill of communion, the gentle touch of our connectedness with all that surrounds us. The woman in this card is not just touching a tree. She is in communion with it. She has almost become one with it. It's an old tree and it's seen many hard times. Her touch is gentle, reverent, and white on the inside of her cape reflects the purity of her heart. She's humble, simple, and that is just the right way to approach nature. Nature doesn't bang any drums when it bursts forth into flower, nor play any dirges when the trees let go of their leaves in the fall. But when we approach her in the right spirit, she has many secrets to share. If you haven't heard nature whispering to you lately, now is a good time to give her the opportunity. So, like I said, this is about getting outside, grounding, and when it talks about having an experience or actually experiencing the moment, maybe we need to be a little more present and in touch with our surroundings. Oh, what's on the top? Move these down a little bit. Stress, morality, and new vision. And then on the bottom we have suppression. So the stress of staying in confines of things that no longer serve us, feeling split between two things, that's what we need to let go of in order to have this new vision that's coming. That's what we've been doing all this inner work for, to be more present in the moment, to calm the mind. But at the same time, we do need a little structure, but not so much that we can't breathe. So let's see what else wants to come out with experiencing. Got change, lovers and letting go, turning in, okay, so this is like the Tower card. So we no longer fit into this split mind. Like that's over. We're getting into this feeling of unification, of actually having the experience, like one that we find enjoyable. So we can learn to let go, or whatever we need to let go of, by turning in to ourselves. And we got moment to moment on the bottom. I'm going to set that off to the side. So being present in the moment and being able to adjust to changes will help us to not be so stressed out by them. We learn to accept and let go. Aloneness. There's a difference between being lonely and being alone. And when you're unified within yourself, you learn what this truly means. And then for this, we have awareness. So it's like it's stepping through this veil of confusion. Like all this smog. And then after the dust settles, here we are stepping into this new awareness that we weren't aware of before because we were so stuck in our old ways that we couldn't see this new vision. Oh, and on the bottom now we have flowering. So moment to moment and flowering. And let's just see what the chakra deck has for us. General reading for the energies of September. Gossip. Destiny. And what's this one? Forgiveness. So this reminds me a lot of when I say that you need to be thankful for the weeds because they still hold space. So forgive yourself. And when you start to change and you start living in the moment, you're going to start to realize who's on your team and who's not on your team. And in this card, they mention how she's out there creating her own life. She's holding paint and a paintbrush. And she's not trying to be, oh, look at me, but it's, people think that because deep down they want to be like her because she's living from her heart, like her heart center's glowing. Tuning in, following your destiny, light and dark, masculine and feminine, as above, so below. And we get this awareness through forgiveness. So what do we have on the top to go with stress? Complacency. Living your life for someone else is very stressful. Or like if you're just focused on what you don't have, you're like, oh, I have to have money for this, I have to have money for that. Perseverance. Don't give up on your dreams. Keep going. New vision. Yeah, prayer. Don't be afraid to ask for what you want and know what you want. Like really tune into yourself. Like this row really goes together. You think about your destiny. When you unify the heart and the mind, you let go of what no longer serves you so you can make room and meditate or pray, whatever you do, on this new vision. What do we have on the bottom? We have renewal. And I just can't get over how these two different decks on the bottom look almost exactly the same, like flowering and renewal, like being able to step out. So let's see what the earth magic has to say. Wow. Okay, we got completion. There is a full moon on September 14th in Pisces. I'll make a separate video on that, but that flew out as our middle card here. So it's completion. We're getting this new vision. We're letting go of what we need to in order to unify our heart and mind to follow our destiny. So the new top card is release. So releasing the stress, the projections of other people, maybe people that aren't in our corner, to embrace this change and knowing that just because we're not surrounded by a bunch of people doesn't make us worth any less. Like it's quality, not quantity, and you can always rely on the elementals in nature to be there for you. So be more present in the moment. This looks, and autumnal equinox. Release, there's leaves falling here. So that really ties in with letting go in order to move on. So that goes in this pile. And then the new one on the bottom is synergy. So that's going with the flow. We have healed the split mind. We've gone through the tower moment to have this awareness, and we get there through forgiveness, and then we are in tune. And the new card on the bottom is then creation. So we are free to create this new vision. And once you get in tune with yourself, you really know how to ask and what to ask for. So with Virgo season and all that, we've been cleaning up our habits, our houses, all of that stuff. And when you declutter your house and you cleanse your body and try to go through a detox, that really helps you focus on what is important. So it can lead to this new renewal. So, oh my gosh, I just said this. We got the courage card. Ask for what you want. This couldn't be a better card to have right here in the middle. I was just talking about that. I don't really think I need to say anymore. Then we got the links. Look beyond immediate appearances. So just like I was talking about with like maybe leaving friends behind, friends or acquaintances or whatever that aren't really that supportive, use your discernment and look beyond immediate appearances. And look beyond the wilting plant. Like, there's more to this than living your life for someone else. Just don't be afraid to ask for what you want. Oh my gosh, I just said this too. That frog. Purification, clearing out the clutter. I just said that. This is crazy. And another thing to go with Virgo season is strategy. Have a backup plan. So instead of your mind going crazy and you're like, oh, I don't know what I should do. Should I do this? Should I do that? Center yourself. Find your awareness. And the way you do that is through clearing out all the clutter. And use that extra mental energy to start creating plans. When you get rid of the stuff that you don't need around you, then it's like you know what pieces you have to work with to create this new vision that you have. So you can focus on what you do have to get what you want. And that's the message that we have for September for all signs. I'm thinking about doing element readings for each week. So be on the lookout for those. Let me know if this resonates. Have a great day, guys.